Hey, it's Virginia Wright here, and I'm wondering, have you ever gotten out of the bed on the wrong side, or you feel like a semi truck going downhill with no brakes, and you just can't seem to get out of the pits? Well, I'm here with Grow to Profit, where GROW stands for Get Rid of Whatever is Holding You Back. And in today's particular case, I want to talk about the attitude of gratitude. And what I'm going to cover is the definitions of mindset as well as what does gratitude mean. I'm going to also give you 7 ways to practice gratitude as well as a couple of benefits as to why you want to practice gratitude. So, let's get started. Mindset is actually the established set of attitudes that's held by you. And these can start from very early childhood when, the brain doesn't think, it's just real and it feels, and babies cry and they want to get fed and then they're happy again, right? And then there's the age where no matter what they're told, they take it for truth. And then later on, they start thinking and questioning. And a lot of our attitudes were formed in those formative years. When you become school age and high school and, an adult and start having children of your own, you understand that maybe some things need to change. Depending on whether you grew up in a negative or positive household and how things were going in life can affect that. So, what does gratitude mean? It's simply thanks and appreciation. And I hit on this a little bit yesterday when I was talking about what's wrong with me. We want to have gratitude, and what it means is being thankful. I keep looking at my notes so that I don't forget stuff. And the one thing about gratitude is also it creates positive feelings inside yourself. It's like when you're focused on somebody else, on making things better for them, you don't think about what's happening with you. So let's get into a couple of ways on how you could practice gratitude so that your day does get better and you don't feel, like I just want to roll over and go back to sleep, and maybe when I wake up things will be better, because it really doesn't work that way. That's just not life. We actually need to make the decision to choose to feel better, and what makes that happen. So what I started doing a little over a year ago was keeping a journal, and I write in it things that I'm grateful for. Just waking up is I have a chance at a new day to make things better for someone. Maybe we're expecting at any moment our first great granddaughter. And I'm super excited and having a difficult time focused because I'm thinking about my granddaughter. So when I'm grateful, I think about life continuing, and I'm going to meet this new little miracle, and it's going to be fabulous. So I'm thankful for the breath in my body, that I am alive, and what's happening in your life. Think about something that you're expecting, that you're joyous about, and that will help lift your spirits. Another thing that I like to do, provided the weather's really great, is I like to go out in the morning and just walk. We live on 2.5 acres. I have squirrels and rabbits and all kind of birds, gorgeous trees. And so I just get out there and walk around and sometimes take a lot of pictures. I'll post a video or two here on my YouTube channel to share some of my nature walks with you. If that's something that you'd be interested in, make sure that you Subscribe so that you will know when I post something. Another thing is an act of kindness every day. And an act of kindness for somebody doesn't have to cost you anything. Not a thing. Just, when you're out and about, if somebody drops something, you could pick it up and give it to them with a smile. We have no idea if they have any back issues or knee issues or whatever, so it's just nice. Hold the door for somebody. Smile. When you're focused on somebody else and making their day better, yours gets better. Something else that I started doing was to pay attention on how I feel when I'm in the midst of helping or doing or creating for someone else. And it's a good feeling. Fourth one you could do is write a card to somebody that you haven't had contact with, or maybe you have, but in this card, let them know what they've done and how you appreciate them. And what's really cool about this, when you stick a stamp on it, is these days with email and texting and the phone, how often do they get mail that will make their day? I mean, usually you get a bunch of bills or, sales papers or, come-ons or whatever. Receiving a card in the mail that has gratitude for them, oh my gosh, that would make my day too. This next one is something that my husband does all the time. You go to the store, you get on the phone, and I don't know if you've noticed, but these days customer service, I think it's lacking. I don't know if it's because people don't enjoy their job or if they don't get the training, but if you go somewhere and someone is super helpful, they smile, they do their best to answer your question, get you to where you need to go to solve your issue. What my husband likes to do is say, hey, I'd like to talk to your supervisor and let them know what a great job you've done in helping me. And not only does the person who helped him feel better, but the supervisor is notified that they have an excellent person working in their department. So, I mean, it's like a snowball effect. Let's see what's another one that I have for you. How many times do you focus on your weaknesses? Again, what's wrong with me? Let's go with what's right with me. What are your strengths? What are you good at? What do you love to do that is absolutely no effort whatsoever? For me, it might be effort. For you, it could be really easy. I love to crochet. Maybe that's not something that you're into. Maybe you like to garden or work on cars or whatever it is you like to do. Work with it and keep going and teach others. I mean, there's such a great feeling when you teach somebody else how to do what you can do. It's really such it's a great feeling. I can't get over it. I have a coach who has told me to put a reminder in my phone to bring hope to someone every day. And this other one, this last one, the seventh one that I'm going to share, it's share gratitude each day by posting a tweet, a Facebook post, a Pinterest, Instagram. If you're on social media, you can let someone know there how much you appreciate them. These are all going to help you feel better. Take my word for it. It's like magic. You will honestly feel better. But here's some benefits. You actually will sleep better when you start your day with gratitude, and then maybe you end your day with that journal. Just glance through it, the things that you are grateful for, and when you go to sleep and all those monkeys start chattering and all the things you got to do tomorrow or next week or appointments you have to keep, when those things start keeping you awake, focus on your blessings and count them. and visualize, get into them. And I mean, I used to, still do actually. I have repetitive, I think that's how you say it, repetitive prayers that I say, and I feel bad in the morning because I never know where I left off. But going through the things that you're grateful for will also help you sleep better. You'll rest better. You won't wake up as often. Another benefit is that whoever you have relationships with, relatives, friends, when you show gratitude and people know that you appreciate them, not just, what they can do for you, but that you appreciate what they do and who they are and how they are, the relationship is so much better. One of my big things, I don't know if you ever saw the movie, it came out well, a while ago, called Pay It Forward. And when you share gratitude with people, it almost like instills in them to do for somebody else. So it has like a ripple effect of paying it forward. So if you have found this helpful, of course, it might help if I recap, right? So let me see. The benefits are you're going to sleep better. It's going to strengthen your relationship. And it'll cause a ripple effect of paying it forward. And the 7 practices, there's a ton of them, believe me. There's a ton of them. I just picked 7 of them. The first one was a gratitude journal. The second one was to notice beauty in nature every day. Include an act of kindness for someone. Write a card, a note to somebody. It'll surprise them, make their day. When somebody gives you good service, make sure they're recognized. It's a good feeling to do. It's also a good feeling to receive. You want to focus on your strengths and not your weaknesses. And then share gratitude on your social media. Now, one other thing that I mentioned earlier on was, our mindset is created usually from childhood on, things that happen, what words were used, or spoken to us. A good book that I read, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I will put a link in the description below, where he goes through on, how to basically lose your mind and create a new one, and how to do it, and really why you want to do it. If you like this video, you want to learn more, you're ready to keep on growing and getting rid of whatever is holding you back, make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you will know when I come out with something new. Until the next time, God bless.